The new Nano comes in the same 4 colors the new Shuffle does, plus 2 more. Graphite, and we're doing a product red version where some of the profits go to the Global Fund. And so we're really excited about these. They're really beautiful. And it's still amazing to hold this much music in your hand in such a small little thing. It's always amazing. This is the new iPod Nano. Sells for $149 in the 8 gig version, $179 in the 16 gig version. And it joins the new iPod Shuffle for the lineup this holiday season. So a new Shuffle, a new Nano, that leaves the iPod Touch. The iPod Touch has been a remarkable product for us, and it has become the most popular iPod. It used to be the Nano, but in the last year, the Touch has become the most popular iPod. And a lot of people call it an iPhone without the phone. It's also an iPhone without a contract. But even more remarkable, it's become the #1 portable game player in the world. It's amazing. The iPod Touch outsells Nintendo and Sony portable game players combined. It's been amazing. It's got over 50% market share for portable game players in both the US and worldwide. It has become by far the most popular portable game player in the world. And over 1.5 billion games and entertainment titles have been downloaded from iTunes just to the iPod Touch. Just to the iPod Touch alone, over 1.5 billion games and entertainment titles. So, what are we going to do with this really successful iPod Touch? Well, we're going to make it even better. We're going to change it. This is the new iPod Touch. It's even thinner. Let me go back again. That's the current one that's really thin. This is the new one. It's even more beautiful. Here's the top with the sleep-wake button. Bottom with the same 30-pin connector, headphone jack, little speaker port. But even more remarkable is what we've put inside it. The new iPod Touch has our amazing Retina display in it. The same thing we pioneered with the iPhone. It's got 4 times the number of pixels. At 326 pixels per inch, you can't even discern the individual pixels. It's a remarkable display. 24-bit color, LED backlit. It is the best display in the world. And that's what everyone has said who's seen it on the iPhone. It is now in the iPod Touch. The Apple A4 chip, the same chip that powers the iPhone. 3-axis gyro for even better gaming. iOS 4.1 with Game Center. And we've added a front-facing camera and FaceTime. FaceTime in the iPod Touch. FaceTime over Wi-Fi. And we've added a rear camera as well with HD video recording. All of this in this really thin thing. 40 hours of music playback. So that's the new iPod Touch. Here's the forward-facing camera. Here's the rear-facing camera. And again, you can edit your videos right on the phone. You can trim them. You can upload them over Wi-Fi to YouTube directly. You can buy the iMovie app, the same one that runs on iPhone, now runs on iPod Touch, and actually edit videos right on the phone. And, of course, you can do FaceTime. And not just with other iPod Touches, but now also between iPhones and iPod Touches. So we're very excited about this. And, of course, we have Game Center. So all of this now on an iPod Touch. And we're very, very excited about this product. So there's the packaging. There's 3 models. An 8 gigabyte model for $229. a 32 gigabyte model for $299, and a 64 gigabyte model for $399. And this new iPod Touch joins the new iPod Nano and the new iPod Shuffle for an all-new lineup for this holiday. And they are all available next week. And they're available for pre-order today. So you can go on the web and order them starting today, and they'll be shipping next week. So we're very, very excited about this amazing new lineup of iPods. Now, so wouldn't be Apple without some new ads. So I've got some ads that I'd love to show you if you want to see them. Yeah? Let's go ahead and run it.
I want a girl with the right allocations, who is fast and thorough and sharp as a tack. She's playing with her jewelry, she's putting up her hair, she's touring the facility and picking up slack. I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. Under the table, nobody there. Under the ceiling, under the stairs, a funny feeling, my head is sleeping. I want you to be home.
So you'll be seeing those soon. So, the strongest lineup of new iPods we've ever had. And we are really excited when people get their hands on them starting next week. So that's the new iPods. Now, as you know, iPods are part of a great duet with iTunes. And iTunes is also pretty remarkable. You know, people have downloaded over 11.7 billion songs from iTunes. We're just about to cross the 12 billion song threshold. Over 450 million TV episodes have been downloaded. Over 100 million movies now. Over 35 million books. And we've now got over 160 million accounts with credit cards and one-click shopping in 23 countries. So iTunes is an amazing thing. It's clearly the #1 online media store in the world. Today, we're really excited to launch the next major version of iTunes, iTunes 10, the 10th major version. Now, this is the venerable logo that we've been living with for almost a decade. And we thought it was appropriate since next spring it looks like iTunes is going to actually surpass sales of CDs in the US. We thought maybe it's time to ditch the CD and the logo. And so this is the new logo for iTunes 10. So what have we done? What's new? Well, there's a few housekeeping things. We've made it even more elegant and simple, and it looks even better. And this is, of course, album view. Here is list view. We all live in list view a lot. Now, in list view, you'll notice that in the album column, if you have a lot of songs from an album, the name of the album is just repeated over and over again. It seems like kind of a waste of space. And so what we've done in iTunes 10 is we've got a new hybrid view where if you have over 5 songs from the same album, it realizes it can take that same amount of space and show you album artwork in it. And so if you have less than 5 songs, it doesn't do that because it doesn't take up the space to do it. But if you do, it shows you the album artwork and it takes no extra space. So it's a really nice new view. We think people are going to live in this a lot. And of course, we also have CoverFlow, and we also have the iTunes Store. Now, one of the biggest things we focus on with iTunes is discovery. With over 12 million songs in the iTunes library, how do you find out about new stuff? We can try to present some new things, but you know, people are always asking, you know, what are my friends listening to? What are my favorite artists up to? You know, what concerts are my friends going to? And if I see something really great, I want to tell my friends all about it. And there's really not a great way to do that. Email. You know, there must be a better way. And so in iTunes 10, we're announcing something really cool. And we call it Ping. And what Ping is it's a social network for music. It's sort of like Facebook and Twitter meet iTunes. You know, it's not Facebook, it's not Twitter, it's something else that we've come up with. It's a social network all about music. And it's built right into iTunes. And so you can follow your favorite artists and friends, and you can discover what music they're talking about, listening to, and downloading. And so right here, you can see the iTunes Store, and right below the iTunes Store, built right into iTunes, is Ping. And you click on it, and you see all your recent activity in your post, right? So here's a post by one of your friends that you're following. Here's a post by an artist, Lady Gaga, that you're following. Another friend right here. You can find people by just typing in their names, and if they've registered for Ping and they've held their hand up and said, you can follow me, you can sign up to follow them with just a simple click. And you get a custom top 10 chart of songs and albums that are it's customized to what only the people you follow are downloading from iTunes. So it's a custom chart of all the stuff the people you follow are downloading from iTunes, just for you. And it's really cool. Here's an artist page, Lady Gaga in this case. Here's her recent posts. Here's her favorite songs. And here's the concert she's going to be performing at. And if you want to follow Lady Gaga, all you do is push this button here, and all her posts and all her information will be put into your feed with all your friends and the other artists that you follow. It's that simple. Here's a friend of yours, Kevin Angel. Here's his recent posts. Here's his favorite songs. Here's the concerts that Kevin said he's going to. You might want to go to them as well. And here's the people that Kevin follows. So it's that simple. It's super easy to use. And again, most of us will live in our feed right here, and all of that information for the people we follow will be delivered right to us. And so Ping is it's for social music discovery. And you can follow people and you can be followed. And here's how it works. Most artists will hold their hand up and say, anybody can follow me. And you can follow them, as we saw, with just one click. You can hold your hand up if you want to and say, anybody can follow me. And anybody who wants to can follow you. Or you can say, people can follow me, but I have to approve everyone that's going to follow me, because I'm a little particular. And so what you can do then is set up Circle of Friends, where me and my 10 buddies, we're all going to agree to let each other follow each other, but that's it. And we've now got a circle of friends, and whenever any one of us hears a great song, we're going to post it, and the rest of us will know about it instantly. And the top 10 charts will reflect what the 10 of us are downloading from iTunes. So you can get as private or as public as you want. And the privacy is super simple to set up. Anyone can do it. It's great. And so you can post your thoughts and opinions whenever you want to. You get custom song and album charts. There's over 17,000 concert listings. So you can find the concerts for all your favorite artists. If you're following an artist, you'll be alerted to their concerts in your feed automatically. And Ping is open to over 160 million iTunes users in 23 countries immediately.